I've been wanting to talk about this one for a little bit because it's come up on the radar earlier in the last week or so about the members of the Mormon Church, and they don't want to be called that anymore, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. This article comes to us from KSL.com, and it's about how the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know, the Mormons, and apparently we're not supposed to say that either, has announced new style guidelines for referring to the church, and KSL is a local station owned by the church, as they call themselves. And only within Utah is, quote-unquote, the church, the Mormon Church. Just about everywhere else in the world, it's usually Catholicism. So anyway, the new guidelines state that people should avoid using terms such as LDS Church and Mormon Church. On first reference, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is preferred, according to the church's newsroom site. The Church is also acceptable, and Church of Jesus Christ and the Restored Church of Jesus Christ are acceptable as abbreviated names. So, Mormon Church, LDS Church, gone. We can't use those anymore. Not likely to fucking happen, considering so much real estate of the LDS Church is owned by the words LDS and Mormon. Don't believe me? Just go look at Mormon Newsroom. Just look at LDS Singles. Look at all of these other things that exist as shorthand as Mormon or LDS. Though, now that we're not allowed to use that anymore, I've seen people talking about it as in Ziontology, because we live in the land of Zion here in Utah. It's pretty fucking clever, atheists. You do a good job. So let's see. The president of the Mormon Church, Russell M. Nelson, and you have to make sure you get all three names in there. You have to get that middle initial. They always have to have an apostolic initial in there somewhere. The Lord has impressed upon my mind the importance of the name He has revealed for His church, even the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, he said. We have work before us to bring ourselves in harmony with His will. In recent weeks, various church leaders and departments have initiated the necessary steps to do so. It sounds like they're trying to rebrand. And that went so well for so many other companies over these years that, and don't get me started with the LDS Church being an actual company, because they fucking are. We have work to bring ourselves within harmony of His will. Are they planning on doing like one mad cash grab before they change the name of the company so that nobody can remember who they were previously? It's like Philip Morris, the cigarette company. They've changed their names quite a few times, just like a lot of other cigarette companies and tobacco companies. People change their names to avoid the bad rep that they've gotten in the past, and it seems that the Mormon Church is trying to do the same thing here. So he says, the members of the church should be referred to as, quote, members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or, quote, Latter-day Saints, not Mormons, according to their newsroom. So you have to call them Latter-day Saints. You can't call them LDS. You can't call them Mormons. You can't do that anymore. You have to call them Latter-day Saints. And I think they're planning on getting rid of that, too. So just imagine if they have their own way and it becomes the Church of Jesus Christ. Period. That's not going to work for a lot of people. It says here that Sherry Dew, D-E-W, the Deseret Management Corporation Executive Vice President, that's a big fucking title, told KSL's News Radio, Jeff Kaplan, on Thursday that the change is more of a seismic shift in the church's policy rather than a reinforcement of a previous guideline. Oh my God, nobody fucking cares. I just find it funny that they're trying to distance themselves from the names that they've owned and tried to make their own for many, many years now. And what's really interesting to me is seeing how their believers are also propagating this shit. One person in particular, we tried having them on the show one time, but they bounced on us without telling us, which is really fucking rude. Was on a radio station, and I'm not going to state whichever one you guys might think it might be. People that know me know which one it is. When he was talking about how Mormon is akin to a slur, which is equivalent to the N-word to Mormons. And that had me just dying with laughter first, and then realizing, oh, wait, you're serious about that. Let's put it this way. if I can go around saying the Mormon church and, you know, my friend's a Mormon, they're Mormons, I, you, he, she, it, they are Mormons, and nobody reels back in disgust like, oh my God. It's not the same as the N-word there, buddy. Anyway, it's ridiculous, and I don't, their church isn't going anywhere anytime soon because they've got oodles and buckets of cash that they have that they can spend wherever the fuck they want to spend it on. Just expect them to start spending a little less time here in the Americas, and they're going to start working on other countries of the world, because this sounds like they're trying to rebrand themselves in order to get a new group of people. So where that's going to be, who knows? But they're evil as fuck for doing it anyway.